Let's begin with prayers. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So just 2 days ago we celebrated this festival called Narasimha Jayanti. This is a festival to celebrate the appearance of a very special form of the Supreme Lord as Narasimha. Narasimha, Nara means human, Simha means lion. So the Lord appeared in this very special form for a very special reason, for a very special person. This festival also is an assurance for all of us that if we have firm conviction, if we have firm faith and devotion towards the Lord, in all difficult circumstances, we can be rest assured that the Lord is ready to give us complete protection. This festival also brings us a message of determination, the determination of the young devotee Prahlada. He was just a 5-year-old boy and he had firm conviction in the Lord because of his the spiritual knowledge that he had received from the great sage Narad Muni while he was in the womb of his mother. So because of his strong conviction and attachment to the Lord, his father was dead against it. Because his father Hiranyakashipu was a great demon. He had terrorized the whole world. He had stopped everyone from worshipping the Supreme Lord. In fact, he had forced everyone to worship him and accept him as God. So he was a core atheist. Not only an atheist, he was a terrorist. Hiranyakashipu. Hiranya means gold. Kashipu means soft bed. So the name of this demon indicates generally people in this world, what are they interested in? Those who are not interested in attaining the spiritual realization, which is actually the purpose of human life, they get enamored by these two things, Hiranya and Kashipu. That means they get enamored by wealth and by sense enjoyment. So Hiranyakashipu had, by his force, by his might, he had forced many people to give up bhakti towards the Lord. But he couldn't stop his own son. So this festival also brings us a message that when we get power, when we are given powers, if we misuse our powers, there will always be dire consequences. That which happened with Hiranyakashipu. So our life should not be like Hiranyakashipu, simply based on attaining wealth, and material enjoyment. But our life should be like Prahlad Maharaja's life. Prahlada, what is the meaning of this word? Prakrishta Rupena Ahlada. One who is always situated in a highest state of bliss. Ahlada means bliss, joy. Even though Prahlad was subjected to various kinds of tortures by his own father, his faith in the Lord did not shake. He was undeterred. His father was telling him, you just give up chanting the names of Vishnu and I will spare your life each time. Perhaps we all know what are the different attempts made by Hiranyakashipu to kill his own son. He was dropped from the top of a mountain, nothing happened to him. He was pushed into a pit of poisonous snakes, nothing happened to him. He was even given poison, nothing happened to him. He was, in this way, various things, various methods were tried. He was even drowned into an ocean, nothing happened to him. So when the Lord is giving you protection, nobody can harm you. So this message, this festival also gives us a message that, you see, every festival that we celebrate in our Vedic culture, in our country, there is a lot of message, there's a lot of life lessons that we can derive. So this festival is also giving us a message that if you follow the path of Prahlad, having firm conviction, the Lord will give you protection. And if the Lord protects you, that's the best insurance. That's the best protection. Nobody can harm you. And on the contrary, just like for Hiranyakashipu, the Lord decided to kill him, nobody could save him. Mare Krishna Rakhe Ke, Rakhe Krishna Mare Ke. This is a famous quote. So, if the Lord protects us, no one can do any harm to us. On the contrary, if the Lord decides to harm us or kill us, nobody can save us. So, if we want to stay strong always, we must accept the Lord as our supreme protector. We must accept the Supreme Lord. We must accept God as our maintainer, our protector. This is a message that we get from the life of Prahlad Maharaj. So there's a very beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. We will just try to recite this verse and see what learnings we can derive from this verse. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 8, entitled Lord Narasimha Dev slays the demon Hiranyakashipu, text 17. So you can repeat after me. Satyam, Satyam, Vidhatum, Vidhatum, Nijabhritya, Nijabhritya, Bhashitam, Satyam Vidhatum, Nijabhritya Bhashitam, Satyam Vidhatum, Nijabhritya Bhashitam, Vyaptim Cha Bhuteshu Akileshu Cha Atmanaha Vyaptim Cha Bhuteshu Akhileshu Chatmanaha Vyaptim Cha Bhuteshu Akhileshu Chatmanaha Adrishyata Ati Adbhuta Rupam Udvahan Adrishyatatyadbhuta Rupam Udvahan Adrishyatatyadbhuta Rupam Udvahan Stambhe Sabhaya Na Mrugam न मानुषम् स्तम्भे सभायां न मृगं न मानुषम् स्तम्भे सभायां न मृगं न मानुषम् सत्यं विधातुं निजभृत्य भाषितम् व्याप्तिं च भूतेष्वखिलेषु चात्मनः अदृश्यतात्यद्भुतरूपमुद्वहन् स्तम्भे सभायां न मृगं न मानुषम्. Let's see the word to word meaning. Satyam, truth. Vidhatum, to prove. Nijabhritya bhashitam, the words of his own servant Prahlad Maharaj, who had said that his Lord is present everywhere. Vyaptim, the pervasion. Cha, and. Bhuteshu, among the living entities and elements. Akhileshu, all. Cha, also. Atmanaha, of himself. Adrishyata, was seen. Ati, very. Adbhuta, wonderful. Rupam, form. Udvahan, taking. Stambhe, in the pillar. Sabhayam, within the assembly. Na, not. Mrigam, an animal. Na, not. Manusham, a human being. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Translation. To prove that the statement of his servant Prahlad Maharaj was substantial, in other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within the pillar of an assembly hall, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, exhibited a wonderful form never before seen. The form was neither that of a man nor that of a lion. Thus the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly hall. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. When Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, "Where is your Lord? Is he present in this pillar?" Prahlad Maharaj fearlessly replied, "Yes, my Lord is present everywhere." Therefore, to convince Hiranyakashipu that the statement of Prahlad Maharaj was unmistakably true, the Lord appeared from the pillar. The Lord appeared as half lion and half man, so that Hiranyakashipu could not understand whether the great giant was a lion or a human being. To substantiate Prahlada's statement, the Lord proved that his devotee, as declared in Bhagavad Gita, is never vanquished. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Bhagavad Gita chapter 9 verse 31. Prahlad Maharaj's demoniac father had repeatedly threatened to kill Prahlad, but Prahlad was confident that he could not be killed since he was protected by the Supreme Lord. By appearing from the pillar, the Lord encouraged his devotee, saying in effect, "Don't worry, I am present here." By manifesting his form as Narasimha Deva, the Lord also preserved the truth of Lord Brahma's promise that Hiranyakashipu was not to be killed by any animal or any man. The Lord appeared in a form that could not be said to be fully a man or a lion. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. So you can see here a very wonderful thing. Satyam vidhatum nijabhritya bhashitam. Nijabhritya means a dear servant. So who was the dear servant of Narasimha Deva? Prahlad. So Prahlad, when he was asked by his father Hiranyakashipu, "Is your God present in this pillar?" That was the question he asked. And to that question, Prahlad replied without any fear, without any doubt. He replied, what is that? Yes. There is no doubt. The Lord is present here. I am able to see him. Since Prahlad was a pure devotee, he was able to see the Lord face to face. We can also see the Lord if we develop devotion like Prahlad. Right? It is said, "Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti." A pure devotee who has attained complete love and attachment for God can see God 24/7 everywhere, even within his own heart. For such a pure devotee, the Lord is never missed out of sight. He's always there. But Hiranyakashipu, on the contrary, he had doubts. He had declared himself to be God. He had thought that there is no power superior to him. He was thinking he is only God, he is only powerful. Therefore, because he was lacking devotion, he could not see the Lord within the pillar. But Prahlad was able to see within the pillar, yes, my Lord is here. So if you have staunch faith and devotion, yes, the Lord will reveal to you. 24/7 you can see him. In fact, human life is meant for developing this qualification to be able to see God face to face. Human life has got this great potential. A human life affords us an opportunity to develop this pure love and devotion towards the Supreme Lord, because of which we can see him constantly. That is the full potential of human life. Any other purpose is actually, following any other purpose is actually underutilization of human form of life. When I say underutilization, what is the meaning? You're not going for the full potential. What human life can afford, what can it give you, you're not taking that. You're settling for a lower cause, lower purpose. That's called underutilization. Suppose if I give you a 2000 rupees currency note, and let's say at the end of this program we have some prasadam distribution, and some sweet or some item you want to carry to your friend who has not come for this program, you want to give some prasad to him or her. So what do? You take out your 2000 rupees note from your pocket and keep that laddu and nicely pack it, wrap it and keep it in your pocket. You want to take it, you want to take prasad to you want to take that laddu to your friend. So the 2000 rupees currency note can actually do that work of wrapping a laddu. Can it not do? It can do. Yes or no? What do you say? But should it be used for that purpose? That is the question. So if you use a 2000 rupees currency note for wrapping a laddu, it's called underutilization of that currency note. That means you don't know, you're undermining the value of that paper. Even though it may be like any other paper, it can also wrap a laddu. But that is not the real worth of that currency note. Similarly, the scriptures tell us that human form of life is actually meant for realizing our relationship with God. If we use our human life simply for sense enjoyment, it is underutilization of human life, of human potential. It is just like using that 2000 rupees currency note to wrap a laddu. So, Prahlad Maharaj, even though he was just a 5-year-old boy, why we call him Maharaj? 5-year-old boy, who will call Maharaj? Why we are calling? Why? Because he realized God even at that tender age. And he is known as the king among all the devotees. Bhaktaraj Prahlad. Age does not matter. What matters is qualification. What is that qualification? Bhakti. So Prahlad had that, and he was able to see the Lord even in the pillar. So when Hiranyakashipu asked, is your God in this pillar? Yes, he is very much there. Confidently he answered. Fearlessly he answered. And then Hiranyakashipu took his sword and broke the pillar. And from the pillar came a very wonderful form. Adrishyata Ati Adbhuta Rupam Udvahan. The Lord came in a very special form. Adbhuta, wonderful form. And why did he accept this kind of a form? Satyam vidhatum nija bhritya bhashitam. In order to prove the words of his dear devotee Prahlad to be true, he came in that form. Many times people say, no, Lord came in this form to kill Hiranyakashipu. No, the Lord did not actually come for that purpose. As far as killing Hiranyakashipu is concerned, the Lord need not have to do such a big circus. Right? The Lord can just will let Hiranyakashipu die, and next moment he will die. Or the Lord is present inside Hiranyakashipu's heart as Paramatma. If the Lord just comes out of his heart, he will die. Over. He does not have to do accept such a big special form to kill this demon. That is not the main purpose. The main purpose is to prove the words of his dear devotee Prahlad to be true. Prahlad said, yes, my Lord is in this pillar. And with full confidence, with full faith, to prove his words true, Satyam vidhatum nija bhritya bhashitam, the Lord came. Even though the Lord is present in every atom and in everyone's heart, the Lord appeared from a pillar. This is something which is unheard. Many times we challenge, show me God. Does God really exist? You show me, then only I'll believe. Seeing is believing. In material realm, seeing is believing may hold truth. It may hold good. But on the spiritual realm, seeing God is not an ordinary thing. You need to have qualification to see God. And if you do not have qualification, even if God comes in front of you, you will not be able to recognize Him. Just like Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu thought, what is this unusual creature? Let me kill him. At least after the Lord came from the pillar, he should have surrendered. No, okay, please forgive all my offenses. I accept you. He didn't do that. He was so proud. So he said, no, this is some unusual creature has come, I'll kill him. So, seeing God requires qualification. Today, our Prime Minister visited our city for a road show because the state assembly election is coming up. And 26 kilometers road show it was. And in this area also nearby also he came, Malleshwaram and all of that. And throughout the 26 kilometers road show, throughout the path, people were standing on either side, lot of people standing, just to get a glimpse of the Prime Minister. They want to take a selfie or a photo, and there were a newborn baby was there. If you see the live today, newborn baby, someone brought the newborn baby, just maybe few days old baby, and the baby was sleeping. The mother took the hand of the child and waved towards the Prime Minister. And then there was an 85-year-old woman. She could not walk and come. She was at home, and her son or daughter had come. They had live streaming, video call. And in the video call, her face was there, shown to Modi. She was like doing this. That means just to see the Prime Minister of a country, you need qualification. Only when he comes out like this, you can go and see him. Or can you go to Delhi, stand in front of the parliament and say, hey, Prime Minister, come, I want to see you. Will he come? Most unlikely. He won't come. So the point is, just to see a Prime Minister of a country, you need qualification. Or if he allows, you can see him. What is the qualification? Maybe if you are his real best friend, then he will come. Chai pe charcha. Right? He will call you. Or if you know one of his secretaries in PMO, then he can get an appointment for you and you can meet him. Isn't it? Otherwise it's not possible just to see. So even to see an ordinary person who is a Prime Minister of a country, a small part of this world, you need qualification. Then what to speak about God? People who say, show me God. First, do you have qualification to see God? If you do not have qualification, even if God comes in front of you, you will fail to recognize Him. Just like Hiranyakashipu. So the point is, the qualification required to see God is bhakti. And if you have bhakti, you can see God everywhere. And it is not a matter of mere sentiment. It's not sentiment. It is a fact. It is a fact. One who has smeared his eyes with the ointment of love and devotion can see God in everyone and in every place. For him, God is never lost. So that is the message of this shloka. So the Lord came specifically not to kill Hiranyakashipu. That was just a side business that he did. But the main thing that he came is to keep up the words of his dear devotee Prahlada. Not only Prahlada, even Lord Brahma is a dear devotee of Krishna, of Lord Hari. So Brahma had given a promise to Hiranyakashipu. What was that? Hiranyakashipu did severe tapasya. Somebody showed here, right? Tapasya. So to get the vardhan of amarta, immortality. So first when he asked directly, make me immortal, Brahma said, I can't. Because I myself am not immortal. How can I make you immortal? What I have only I can give you. What I don't have, what can I give you? Ask something else. Then Hiranyakashipu said, I will trick him and get the same thing in a roundabout way. What is that? Please give me benediction that I shall not be killed either in the daytime or in the night time, or in the sky or on the earth or in the water. I shall not be killed by a human being or a devata or an animal. I shall not be killed by any weapons. I shall not be killed inside the house or outside the house. You see, so many permutations come in everything he thought. And then Brahma said, Tathastu. And he vanished. Now Hiranyakashipu thought, I have actually become immortal. I have conquered death. Right? So he thought that I have become immortal. But actually little did he know that if he tries to trick God, he will himself get tricked. Isn't it? So the Lord kept all the conditions given by Brahma intact. Still he came and killed Hiranyakashipu. See, nobody can surpass the Lord's intelligence. However advanced in science and technology we may be, in front of God and His nature, we are insignificant. This is a very important thing. This we should understand. We are all from science fraternity, science background. We should not think that I have conquered the whole world. Once I know science and technology, I can conquer the whole world. No. There's always a bigger challenge that nature will impose upon us. And we will be, we'll be helpless. So, real knowledge gives us humility. Vidya dadhati vinayam. If you are really having knowledge, you will be humble. Will not be like Hiranyakashipu, will be like Prahlada. So, on this occasion, where we are celebrating this festival of Narasimha Jayanti, let us all stay strong. The way to stay strong is to follow the path of Prahlada, to become his devotee, to become the Lord's devotee. Becoming devotee means agreeing to lead a lifestyle based on the Lord's instructions that He has given us in the Bhagavad Gita. So therefore we have to take time, every day take out some time, try to understand at least out of curiosity what is there in this Bhagavad Gita. Let me at least read one shloka every day, try to follow, try to understand. And in the Bhagavad Gita the Lord says repeatedly, be conscious of me. Whatever work you are doing, be conscious of me. Ma manusmara yudhyacha. You are doing your work in your lab, you are doing so many activities. While doing all that, be conscious of God. The easiest way to be conscious of God is to chant His holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Lord appears in Kali Yuga in the form of His holy name. Anybody who chants the holy name gets direct association of the Lord and becomes purified. So take out some time. So by chanting we develop the qualification of bhakti. and prema, pure love, by which we can see the Lord every day, constantly. So, let us follow in the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj by chanting God's names. In that way we can stay strong always. So we'll close here. Any questions anyone has?